Alright, let's do the linkage arm in this video. It's a fairly quick and simple part. If you're really careful about it and you do it right, you can actually do this all in one sketch. So overall, the things to look out for, this 3.5 inches, be very careful that 3.5 is not to where the circle meets the flat bar. Okay, the 3.5 is center of the circle on the left to the center of the circle on the right. I've had a lot of people mess that up and actually make this bar too long, and down the road, even though it looks right, it will not allow your train to move. The wheels won't actually move. So the best way to do this is start by sketching out the rectangle that's 3.5 by 0.25, and let's get that started. So we'll sketch that rectangle 3.5 by 0.25. Okay, good. Let me escape out of that. And again, we can do this all in one extrusion if we then add these circles. So the next point to be careful of is this inner circle here is being given the diameter, and the reason is, again, it's a full circle feature. So we've got the diameter. Autodesk needs diameter, so we're good. Through here is just saying that this is a hole that's cut all the way from front to back. It doesn't stop anywhere in between. And TYP, if you didn't know, is typical. And typical means that both features, left and right, have this dimension. It saves you from having to retype the arrow with the symbols and numbers twice. So you'll notice on the left side, they give you the dimension of the outer circle and put TYP. But again, a note of caution here is that because this is not a full circle feature, it is just most of it. It's considered an arc, and arcs are given a radius. That's important because in Autodesk, when we type in this circle, we cannot put 0.1875 or you will get a very small circle. So let's put those both in, 0.128. So my circle, again, that's centered right here on the edge of my rectangle. And that was 0.128. And on the right side, same thing, 0.128. Now these other circles, I'm going to type in, now I need the diameter and I'm given the radius, I need twice that, and I can't as easily think of what that is in my head, 1875 times 2. So I'm just going to let Autodesk do that for me. I'm going to come in here a little closer, I'm going to give it 0.1875 and then shift 8 or the star key times 2, and it does it for me. It is 0.375, which is 3/8 of an inch. But again, I'll come to the right side, 0.1875 times 2, and I have myself the overall shape. What you should do here, I don't recommend you just finish your sketch and extrude it from this point. What I do recommend is clean up the lines so you're not seeing any lines that you don't need. To do that, you're just going to go to the trim command, and most of you have used this, but trim just allows you to erase part of a line. It's just like taking your eraser with pencil paper and removing part of a line. So for example, I don't need this part of this line, so I'm going to click on it, and this part of this line that's dotted is going to disappear. And let's see, I need this whole inner circle, so I'm going to leave that alone. But I don't need this inner line right here. This is going to separate the left and right halves of my circle. So I need to get rid of that. And I should be okay. Now this line down here is actually the x-axis. This is a sketched line. This is not. So I can't get rid of it. If I try and get rid of this, I'm guessing it'll give me an error. So let's try. And the error is that it's fine as long as we've cut out the middle part. Yeah, this curve being extended doesn't work, so you gotta cancel. So we're just going to come down here. Again, as long as we remove this line here, again, that's the x-axis being shown, we're allowing this whole circle to be one big loop. I'll cut out the middle of this line, and I forgot one important piece. I need to remove this part of the circle. So I need to come into both sides and trim that. notice it is now one big enclosed area, whereas before it would have been several small enclosed loops. So once I've trimmed it to mostly look like one enclosed area, I'm going to finish my sketch. And if I hit E for extrude, I should be able to select my face, and that was 0.125 as a depth. If you check, that was given right here, 0.125. And back to Autodesk, we'll hit OK. And there you have it. There's your linkage arm. From center to center is 3.5 inches, and then our two circles. So that is your linkage arm.